Hello YouTube, how you doing? My name is Dread, and the purpose of this video is to share with you how I came into contact with my African gray parrot, and where it started, and how we transitioned from the original time to where we are now. I'm going to give you a little bit of feedback about me and my interests, and how it equalized or pretty much grew to what it is at this particular time. So, when I was a young boy, maybe 12 or 13 years old, I became extremely interested in birds. Maybe before that, but I started, venturing out to hunt birds and catch them with my friends and things of that nature, because I grew up in a tropical area. Now, during that period of time, I couldn't foresee ahead of myself what things were going to become. I thought that chapter of my life came to an end, and I was as an adult, I was driving by a pet store, during which I noticed that they had birds all around the pictures and the windows, and said, "Whoa, I gotta go see what this is about." So I immediately pulled over, and I felt compelled to go in there and see, what kind of birds they had. And I went in like a kid in a candy store. I'm looking around, and I'm like, okay, all right, I see this one, I see that one, beautiful colors over there. And something struck me. I saw a gray bird with a curved beak. So I said to the lady that was there, I said, "Excuse me, miss, what is that?" And she looked at me like, "That's a parrot." I said, "Wow, a parrot? A gray parrot with red tail?" Throughout my entire life, I've never seen a gray parrot with red tail. So where have I been hiding? Under a rock? So, she allowed me to spend some time with one parrot that was there. It may have been about 3 or 4 months old. Then she told me the price, and I said, "Holy cow, this thing is expensive." But I still was happy about seeing it, and I washed my hands and handled the bird, and it was pretty rough with me, man. Yes, it was. By that I mean the grip on a parrot made me say, whoa, this bird is about to take my finger off. And the lady, I said, "What do I do?" Because it's biting me. And even though it was biting me, I still wasn't discouraged. I spent maybe about 35 minutes with the bird, and eventually calmed down a bit. And when I was leaving, I told the lady, "I'll be back." And she says, "We should be getting some babies in soon. So if you're still interested in, a parrot, then, chances are you could choose from a batch of young ones that come in." 2 months later, I was back. But during the period of time that I was out, I made sure I went and do some research. I looked up African grays on the internet, and I found out about this one African gray. I found the best African gray in terms of intellect that I think I could, find. I found an African gray named Alex, and a lady named Diane Pepperberg was running an experiment about parrot brains and how intelligent they are. And Alex was just, wow. He was quite an intellect. Remind me of a 5-year-old kid that was really good at just adding and telling things about different sets of objects and how many, and quantifying. And I didn't even think that was possible. So I ran back to the store 2 months later, said, "Hey, I'm still interested." And the lady said, "Come with me." She took me in the back, and there were 4 babies that were there, and one was hiding in the back. And of course, you had the one protective baby parrot that was in the front pushing everybody back, and it was annoying at me, at me. And I said, "Man, I'm looking at them, and I'm interested in all of them, but the one in the back that was hiding, I said I'd like to check him out." And the lady, get him out. They were just sprouting little feathers, little tubes of feathers coming out. And I took it in a towel, and the lady said, "You seem like I spent maybe about 20 minutes with it, before I said, this is the bird that I want. The lady said, you sure? I said, yeah. So what's the procedure? She said, well, you put a down payment of $500, and then, if you are pay for the entire thing, but you put a down payment, and then you come on in and you visit it every day and bond with it. I'm down. I want to bond with this bird like right now. So my bond start there. I put in maybe 2 or 3 hours a day with this bird. And it was this bird at that time. And during that period of time, I said, man, I wonder what I'll name it. I said, if I name this bird, I would like to find out what sex it is first before I name it. And I said, well, it's a process. You're going to have to, do a blood sample and send it to the lab, and we'll find out what it is, and so on and so forth. And it takes about a week, they said. So he's still this bird. I come in now. They took him from being in the company of the other 3, and he's now in a cage by himself, and it says sold to so and so, which is me, and that's how it started. So like I said, my name is Dread. It's an alias that I've been called since a young boy, and I, for some reason, said I'm going to make sure that this name also is a part of this bird's name as well, because I just thought that it was important to do so. You see, I'm smiling because that's the same smile I had, and this is a long time ago, over a decade ago. So what happened next? What happened next is I'm gonna fast forward just to the point where the blood sample came back, and they're telling me the sex of the parrot. It was a boy. I said, yes, now I got a son. And now that I got a son, I got to make sure he have my name. Like a proud dad. I'm a bird dad. I'm feeling like, yeah, I'm that guy now. Yes, yes, yes. So what am I going to name him? If it was a girl, I think I would have named her Egypt. But since it's a boy, all right, and now I'm a little confused about what I want to name him. I'm not sure. My last name is Campbell. So what I did was I broke my name up in 2 halves and take the first portion of my last name and call him Cambi. And then I gave him the last name Dread. So his first name is Cambi and his last name is Dread. Yeah, now I'm rolling. So I have a way to address my parrot now instead of this bird. His name is Cambi and his last name is Dread. Cambi Dread. Hence the name on Instagram, or hence the name on YouTube, Cambi Dread. And that's been the story of how Cambi got his name. Stay tuned. I have much more to share about Cambi. But as far as things go, that's what I wanted to let you know today. How I named my parrot, where my enthusiasm came from, and how this journey started. Take care, and I'll see you soon.